Dublin's 98 FM and Champion Green coming together for the biggest support local movement in a generation.
As you know, we here at 98 FM's Dublin Talks over recent weeks have been encouraging you to take the Champion Green pledge to support local business, to commit to support local business, to buy local, to shop local, to tour local. And I'm joined on the line today by the owner of a great company called Pictorium. They're based in Monkstown. I want to find out a little bit more about what they do. And Sharon Slowey is the owner of Pictorium. And Sharon, you have actually signed up yourself for this Champion Green pledge. Why have you decided that this is a good thing to do?
Well, I've always been a supporter of supporting local, whether it be on a personal level or a business level, Adrian. So yes, I thought it was an absolutely superb initiative. It's really just taking what I've been doing all my life and putting it into an initiative, again, called Champion Green. On a personal level, I have a business in Monkstown Farm, and I live just down the road from it. My business is Pictorium Photoshop. On a business level, I support local by just say, pop me across the road to the credit union. Or going next door, George's Fish Shop, do the most superb fish. So I pop in there for my fish. Then I wander a little bit further down to the road to the chemist. I'm an asthmatic. You probably hear it a little bit in my voice. And I get my medication there. And if I can't actually go down and get it, they drop it down and they bring it down to the shop to me. But my favourite part of the day now is going next door into Centra. And I get the best, Adrian, the best sandwiches from Colin in Centra. That's just on a personal level. On a business level, again, Pictorium Photoshop is my business. I source as many local products as possible. We support drives at our local creches. We also support fundraisers. Just say if somebody needs an operation and they're having a fundraiser in one of the local pubs, we'll support that as well. I also support creativity. We offer work experience for budding photographic restorers and budding photographers as well. In fact, we even have one photographer that has some of their work hanging up on the walls, and we sold quite a few of one particular piece, and that photographer gets commission. And that's just me, Adrian. I'm just one person.
Okay, and we've been highlighting in recent weeks how by supporting local, we can help to rebuild our economy slowly but surely to get us out of the mess that we've been in for the last couple of months. And obviously for a local business like yourself, this is vitally important.
It is, absolutely. I know it's Champion Green, they're great, and they quoting all these different stats. Adrian, I could quote stats up the yazoo, but stats to me are quite cold. Communities, they're all about heart. And, it's a joy to see all the customers, coming into me now and saying they would prefer to shop local. And the reason they're starting to do that now is because, they've nothing else to do. They're all getting up, very much like me in lockdown, and wandering around, their local area, whether it be walking or whether it be cycling. And getting Champion Green now is just trying to harness all of that and to encourage people to continue to support local. And if we do this, we can build up our local communities into wonderfully vibrant ones, and will not be at least something good to come out of COVID.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit more about your company, Pictorium. As I said, you're based in Monkstown. What exactly do you do?
Well, I said I own Pictorium Photoshop, and thank you for asking. I restore, retouch, and edit photographs. So I will take your torn, damaged, cracked, faded photographs and seamlessly restore and repair them. So not only bringing your photographs back to life, but those precious memories that are associated to them as well. We then print and frame, and print onto over 120 sides of canvas, all from our wee shop in the heart of Monkstown Farm.
Okay, so for example, my grandmother sadly passed away a couple of weeks ago, and my dad has a whole box of old photographs, many of which are fairly tattered. You'd be able to restore photographs like that?
That's exactly what we do. At Pictorium, we're passionate about the photograph, Adrian. You don't just come into us and buy and leave. You're genuinely important to us, and we spend time, with each and every customer. And as you're kind of alluding to there, photographs by the nature, they're extremely emotive. And it's amazing to see all those memories come flooding back. So this is what we do. We take your memories and we restore them. For example, I had a customer, a little bit of a bittersweet memory. She arrived in with a negative. So as a professional restorer, I need to be able to scan in slides, negs, positives, photo albums and such like as well. She came in with this negative and she sat down beside me. And this is before COVID. Now it's a social distancing sitting beside me. And we scanned in the negative. It takes a couple of minutes to do, and then it'll appear on our really, really large screens. So while we're waiting for that to happen, people automatically start talking. So she started talking about her mum. She died at a very, very young age, which was dreadfully sad. And they were thinking that this negative had a picture of where her mum grew up in her grandparents' pub down the country. So we were chatting away about, what we were going to do. Our walls are just covered in different ideas, from all the, samples of our restorations through to beautiful photo collages and frames and canvases on our walls. It started appearing on her screen, Adrian, and she burst into floods of tears. So we have a box of tissues that are in use just about every day, and I said, what's wrong? And she goes, look. And I looked on the screen, and there was the photograph of her parents' pub. Her grandparents were outside the front, and she pointed, and down the bottom right-hand corner, curtains were open, and there was a photograph of her mum as a child.
Wow.
And this was a newly discovered photograph, always precious, but more so because of the story behind it. So needless to say, it wasn't just one photograph that we restored for her. We restored, we printed, and we framed, and we even did a couple of canvas. And that's a bit, of a bittersweet. But one of the funniest ones now I had before COVID, and I get sick laughing every time I think about it. The door flies open. One of my customers comes legging in the door, waving a photograph of Adrian, and going, Sharon, quick, scan it in before the missus knows it's off the wall. And fair enough, scanned it in, gave it back to him, and he took off. And he rang me about an hour or so later. Fair dues to him. Men are romantic. It was his anniversary coming up. So he wanted me to restore, with a faded photograph. He wanted me to restore it, so I restored, printed onto canvas, and he gave it to his wife.
Ah, very nice. All right, so that gives an idea of the sort of services that you provide. Your store is in Monkstown, as you said, but you also do a lot of your work through your website.
Well, actually, not as much through our website, because we are all about the personal service. We do work with people all around Ireland and a lot further afield. So people will come to the shop, and if they can't come to the shop, they will actually find us, because we would actually be number one on Google for photo restoration. They will find us, and we have a superb, interactive, very user-friendly website. But because of the service that we offer, Adrian, it's very much bespoke. So they'll find us, they'll see samples on the website, and then they'll contact us, albeit through our website or via phone, via email, and via post as well.
All right. Well, I wish you continued success. Fantastic service in Pictorium in Monkstown. Sharon, Slowey, thank you very much indeed for talking to us on 98 FM.
Adrian, thank you very much. And may I just give you my website?
Please do.
Thank you very much. It's www.pictorium.ie.
All right. Well done. Thank you very much indeed,
Adrian,
Sharon.
thank you.
Dublin's 98 FM and Champion Green coming together for the biggest support local movement in a generation.